This is Michael Lukes with the Collegiate Entrepreneurs Organization, joined by Dream It Alive co-founder Ash Kumra. Ash, thanks a lot for joining me.
Hey, happy to be here. I love what CEO's doing.
Appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about Dream It Alive.
Yeah, no problem. So Dream It Alive is a social network for people seeking dreams, aspirations, and goals. So what we provide is visualization tools to help you figure out what your dream life should be, community tools so that you can connect with like-minded dreamers, help motivate yourself to achieve those dreams and goals, and helpful content. So let's say you have a dream of becoming wealthy. Here's some helpful articles from, let's say, Jack Canfield or another leading author and stuff like that. So we think of ourselves as a community site where you build out your future.
Great. Have you always been entrepreneurial?
I have. Ever since probably my college and high school heydays, I've never really looked at entrepreneurship as, okay, I don't like the corporate system or I can't do a job. I just look at entrepreneurship simply as being able to create things on my terms with a vision that I help either create alone or with people. So I look at that's why I'm an entrepreneur. I like to create things. I like the whole canvas idea where you can think of something, visualize it, and see it come to fruition. I think it's the most gratifying feeling in the world, for me at least.
What was it that inspired the creation of Dream It Alive?
That's a great question. So when I talked earlier about the whole creation aspect, I didn't come up with the idea initially. I have three of us are founders, and one of our founders was really hooked on what a traditional vision board is. The cork board or the canvas board with photos and intentions and writing. She got really into it, and she started telling me about it. And after talking with her about it, we were like, well, what if we created a digital version of this? Because the current opportunities with, a goal board or a vision board, at home can be limited. I'm not going to carry this big board with me and bring it to a coffee shop if, you are my mentor or you want to learn about me. But it'd be easy for me to just show it on my iPhone or my iPad or my laptop. It's a simple, just a website link. That was the original idea. And then, our third co-founder who was with us in these conversations helped us figure out, it's great that we're creating this digital dream board, which people can use and create, but what if there's a community aspect around it too? And so we got into this deeper process where we said, okay, what if connected dreamers can connect with other people? So here's an example. Later this fall, we have a feature called Dream Matching. Based on the dreams that you have, you will get to see how likely of a fellow dreamer you are with someone else. Kind of cool tools like that. And then the last part is okay, we have the dream board, we have the community site, we have this patented visualization process. What about helpful content and guidance and stuff like that? So that just came along the way. So I guess I know it's a long answer, but it's important to know that the problem that we're solving is that, in a nutshell, is people are there's a lot of people who want to live their best life, but I think a lot of people, including myself, don't know what is the exact things that I want. So if I want to become wealthy, how am I going to become wealthy? Or what are the reasons for becoming wealthy? And I think Dream Alive will help you kind of figure those things out along the process.
Great. So after the creation of the idea and deciding to take it in a digital nature, what were some of the steps that had to be taken to make Dream It Alive a reality and where you are today?
Well, I think first off is, investors say this all the time, but you got to make sure there's a good team fit. So when we three met and, in terms of this idea, we kind of just understood each other. Someone does this, someone does this, someone does this. Now, we don't have any specific titles at the moment. No one's a CEO. We're all just co-founders right now. And we kind of just lead it, with what makes sense whereas for experiences. But, figuring out, what are your roles, what pieces of the puzzle do you fit, that's very important. I think the other thing, too, is creating your own dream board. So we kind of created our own, roadmap of where we want this business to go. I think it's really important you do that. But what's important, though, is that just because you create a roadmap doesn't mean it has to stay that way. If great opportunities come, then you have to be adaptable for that. So, for instance, along the way, let's just say, and this didn't happen, I'll just give you an example. Let's just say, we just want to Dream Alive to focus on, the nonprofit industry. But along the way, and this actually has happened, self-help motivational authors contact you saying, oh, my God, you have this digital dream board. I can plug my audiences to it. I can leverage your platform to help my people become their best selves. That's an opportunity where we're like, oh, my God, that's a $10 billion plus market. Let's pivot to that market for now. You have to be adaptable. So that's why it's important to have that roadmap, but yet be adaptable. The last thing is you have to really, I'm talking about this today with my co-founder, and I think part of the reason why we've had such success is we enjoy the process. So we have sponsors, we've had some big accomplishments in other aspects of our business, but if we didn't enjoy the process of creating, we didn't truly believe in this thing, if we weren't the type of people that could use this product, then I think we would have probably not stayed in this business. Because when you build a startup, you're going to be dealing with a lot of ups and downs. It's not even funny. It's like Michael Jordan said, he got rejected in high school. He wasn't making the first cut at first, but his passion and dedication to wanting to be the best basketball player is what kept him going through. And that whole process is why he became who he is. And I think that's one thing you have to make sure you and your founding team or you as a solo entrepreneur have to really grasp. And we had to learn that, I guess, initially.
Now, Dream It Alive is launching a Dream Big campaign September 6th. Tell us a little bit about the campaign and how people can get involved.
Yeah, no, totally. So we decided that we want to do a national video campaign online, and we want to just basically use it as a video to inspire others to, go out, lead your dream life, and use Dream Alive as the go-to tool. So we are launching this in partnership with various partners, Microsoft, Jack Canfield, the creator of Chicken Soup for the Soul, Michael Bernard Beckwith, who's one of the stars of the Secret movie, well-known author, founder of International Agape Center, and other people, and of course Indiegogo, because we want to have this video hosted on their site and do a crowdfunding campaign so that more money that comes to us will be used to just expand the site, help market Dream It Alive's opportunity to more people, and we'll also give a portion of the proceeds back to a select charity. So this campaign's on September 6th. We'll have some emails about it. I appreciate CEO, of course, is one of our partners on it too. So we're just asking people to see the video, and if they like it, support us by donating to our Indiegogo campaign, or join Dream It Alive and become a member, and or spread this video to other friends. That's all we ask of you guys.
On behalf of Collegiate Entrepreneurs Organization, I want to thank you for agreeing to speak at the 2013 CEO National Conference in Chicago. What will you be speaking about?
I'm going to be basically speaking about what it takes to become a conscious entrepreneur. You see, in the past, I've often dealt with a lot of entrepreneurs, and including myself at a time in my life, where you do entrepreneurship for what I call the toxic reasons. Money, ego, trying to prove yourself, just trying to say, oh, I could be my own boss. A lot of, egotistical reasons, to be very blunt. And the best entrepreneurs, no matter what industry they are, tend to be what I call conscious entrepreneurs, people who are building a business or they're taking an idea to fruition for something that makes the world better, something that's solving a actual problem, and you live and die and breathe by that problem. When you follow that principle, you will often become the most wealthy person. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is if you do business for the right reasons, to make the world better, to be fair and ethical and have integrity, you'll actually get rewarded more. And if you look at the best brands, you look at Whole Foods, you look at Apple, you look at Starbucks, you look at a lot of these brands that try to incorporate these conscious business principles, even startups like the Ubers of the world, or even Facebooks and Twitters, you often see that they're the richest businesses altogether. So I'm going to kind of talk more about this mindset and share some examples.
And why do you believe in supporting young entrepreneurs?
Young entrepreneurs are the future. I mean, entrepreneurship is what makes the world go round. Our economy, I mean, most of the early job growth creation and comes from small, medium-sized businesses, and many of these are young entrepreneurs who had an idea and who took it to the next level. So it will actually, I want our society to blossom and to prosper, and the best way to do that is by, among other reasons, is supporting young entrepreneurs.
And what has been your biggest mistake so far as an entrepreneur?
My biggest mistake was looking at past experiences where things didn't go through as mistakes. When I realized, and it's only happened recently, by building a conscious business like Dream Alive, that I realized that everything in the past is a lesson that makes me a better person. And before that, my mistake was not realizing that.
And then what's your best piece of advice for a young entrepreneur?
Be your customer's product. So one of the reasons why Dream Alive is I'm so passionate about it is that I'm actually its user. Like, I actually have a dream board. I actually am connecting with like-minded dreamers. I'm actually using it as if, oh my God, this is going to make my life better. I'm helping build out my future. I'm meeting cool people on this cool social network. So I think that's the most important. Don't do a business because of a trend. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. I am a bike hobbyist. Okay, like I'm the kind of guy who, you know, if you told me, hey, let's go on a weekend bike ride, I'll go with you. But I don't own bike equipment. I don't know the biking culture. I don't even have a helmet. I had to use my friend's helmet. Like, if I decided to create a biking e-commerce site, that I don't think that's a smart idea, because I don't know the culture of biking. I don't live and breathe by biking. I would only do it because, oh, biking e-commerce is hot. But the problem with that mindset is that when you're trend based, whenever the first ruffle happens, like sales don't meet your projections, or your first firing happens, or you lose customers, it could affect you, and you could be very easy to leave. But when you're really passionate and you live and breathe by something, you don't let the troughs get in the way, because you're sticking on the vision. You're sticking on, why am I building this business? What's the bigger purpose? Again, being that end customer, like, that there's